County students, many elementary, middle, and high school students making their way into school for the first day. A lot of them may not be paying attention, instead really focusing on their electronic devices.
According to safekids.org, 61 children are hit by cars every day here in the U.S. It happens most often before and after school, and it peaks in September. Our News4JAX crime and safety analyst Gil Smith joins us live from Mandarin. You've got more about a safety campaign called Heads Up, Phones Down. You talk about texting and driving. Kids are walking, you know, they're on their cell phones, they're not paying attention. That's a big problem, too.
That is. It's a new initiative, Heads Up, meaning pay attention, watch your surroundings, look at where you're going, and notice the people in the cars around you. And phones down. Do not text on your phone or talk to your friends on your cell phone, because it's difficult to hear what's going on around you. When you're focused on your phone, you're not hearing any bike riders that may be around you or other walkers or any cars or emergency vehicles that may be trying to get through. So not only for cars, but students need to be aware of that too. Now, if it's a situation where you just have to call someone, then step to the side of the sidewalk on the grass or something and then make the phone call.
And also important to remind people of doing the same thing, particularly the kids as they're crossing the road too, Gil.
Exactly, especially when they're crossing the street. You don't want to be texting or be on the phone or be distracted, because it's very important to listen to traffic. Someone may be blowing the horn to you or trying to get your attention for some reason. So, you know, you really shouldn't be texting or talking anytime that you're walking to or from school, but especially when you're crossing the streets.
Here's another problem. The kids might be listening to music, so they've got headsets on. And you talked about a honking horn, you know, or oncoming cars. That could be a big distraction that takes you out of your element.
Right, whether they're earplugs or headphones, any type of electronic device, especially like you said, Bruce, when listening to music, not only are you not focusing on what you're doing, you're listening to the music, you're listening to the lyrics, and with headphones, that shuts down all the sound around you and you can't hear anything. So it's best not to even to take those type of devices to school, but if you're allowed to take a cell phone to school, that'll be in the student code of conduct or the particular school rules, whether you're allowed to have a cell phone or not. But it's something that should be put away in your purse or your backpack and not be doing when you're on your way to school.
And you know, Gil, it's important too, because we're really talking a little bit more about maybe middle school and teenagers, but the elementary school kids also, you know, 3rd, 4th, 5th grade, maybe they're old enough to walk to school or bike to school. Remembering also the importance of not walking between two cars, for example, when they're crossing the road. Other things that they need to know.
Right. So you want to follow, especially elementary school, there should be a school crossing guard on post, but there may not be a guard there on every street corner that they're going to. So that you're absolutely right. They need to be paying attention to the cars that are coming. And it's also important for parents, if you're at a school, not to double park, because kids can't see the cars on the other side, and maybe the driver can't see either and pull out. So not only the walkers, but also the drivers need to be careful of that, especially if you're within 1 or 2 blocks of the school, because sometimes I saw it here at the school where parents will just park across the street or park on the same side of the street and let their students out. And sometimes they will double park to do that, and kids really can't see the cars on the other side.
And that said, there are crosswalks there for a reason.
Exactly. It may take you a few extra seconds to get there, but just, you know, walk to the nearest crosswalk and cross. It seems like, well, maybe I can save a few seconds if I just cut across right here before the crosswalk. That can be very dangerous. And like you said in your report earlier, several people are hit every day from distracted texting or talking or just not crossing at the intersections. Drivers tend to be more cautious and look out for pedestrians, especially students, more often when they're at an intersection or at a crosswalk, because they're required by law to stop a few feet behind the crosswalk so that pedestrians can cross.
All right, Gil Smith, crime and safety analyst, thanks much. Hey.